Hello, guys. Happy Friday. I am so excited to show you these curtains. I'm currently, uh, I need to find a house I haven't destroyed to show you what these curtains look like. Let's see, maybe Brindleton Bay. I don't think I've destroyed too many houses there yet. Um, but thank you all for being here. I know these past two streams have been on a Friday afternoon, which I know many of you probably have a better social life than me and maybe want to go out. So I will try and make this a little bit quick. Let's see, what house do Delgado? Let's see, Dreamer. Oh, this is a big house for one guy. Well, we'll check out this one. Um, Hello, Briefly. Hello. A Libra named Val, Amber Pierce, and Two Very Snowy. If you guys are just getting here, one thing my boyfriend reminds me to say is if you guys want to give me a subscribe and like this video, it helps others find it if they haven't already made it here yet. So that would be really helpful. But also thank you Space Roxy, who is moderating for me last minute. So if I miss any questions during the live stream, she's gonna get those copied for me so I can make sure I see them. But I've got both Twitch and YouTube pulled up here so I can see your responses. But I'm so excited to show you these curtains. I kind of gave a description on my posts about their usability, but I really wanted to showcase them in live mode just because one thing I really put a lot of emphasis on was making the UI of these hopefully really intuitive and oh, Harvest Fest. I wanted to make it really intuitive and easy to use, and also I didn't want to fill up your build by catalog. And another thing I did was it's kind of hard with some things, like I don't know if any of you have my very old Christmas trees from like 2.5 years ago, and basically like you put the ornaments on the tree as like a decor slotting, and the problem with that is they become separated really easily and there's some stacking issues and sometimes it's hard to do it, place them in build by mode. So the goal of this was to make that a lot easier. And wow, this is actually a great house. He's got some great windows in here. So we'll decorate these ones right here. So, oh, I made him sad. We're sorry. Oh, yes, Jump Little Chica is aka Space Roxy, aka my wonderful moderator for today. So thank you very much. Okay, so all of the curtains, it basically, how it works is I made both curtain rods and curtains themselves. The curtain rods, I made two versions. I made a double rod version and a single rod version. The double rod version, that was the first one I made. And I like it because I made it so you could stack panels. And hopefully I'll do this cute, but you guys are probably going to make these a lot better than me. But so if you go in here down to curtains, you can see these are all of the curtains here. Now it's just showing the left panel, but actually when you place these on the curtain rods, it'll actually automatically change to either the left or right hand version. So you don't need to worry about trying to find the left or right hand version. So I tried to make easy for you. Most of these actually have 6 versions of the curtains in one object. So so you come down here and then these I did have to make separately just because of the slotting I did. You can see we have left, middle, and right, and then the double and then the single. So we'll start with the double rod. So they're really easy to place, at least I think. And you don't need move objects on for these, so I made sure that these don't have any conflicts when you place them. And I know my volume up a bit. Let me see. Is that better? Is that too loud? Okay, let me know if it's too loud. I have a really loud voice, so. Um, but one thing I have mentioned before on these streams, which some people said they help them, if you look when I'm placing this, uh, if you this is just normal placement. If you actually hit on your keyboard F5, it enables more half tile placement, so you can get finer adjustment when you place it. So, when, oops, I need to come in here. But yeah, so if you can see down here where that green box is, once you hit F5, see how it's like much finer tuned placement. But anyway, so you place the first one, and that's the first thing you do is place the rods to use them. And then we'll go ahead and place the right one. And you can see the left rod, I don't know if it's kind of maybe hard to tell, but if you can see, it's kind of blinking. And so that is, I did all custom slotting for these. So these will match up in the right spot. So if you see, if I go and try and put this on the left-hand side, it won't actually slot to it. So it only slots to the correct position. And if you want to make it go over, like, let's say these two windows, you can do that. And then you can just come in here and place the middle rod. And again, you can see here, like if I try and place it on the left, it actually doesn't snap to it. It only snaps when it's in the right place. And then once you have them all in the right spot, oh, that's weird. That should be all one. I'll have to look at that. It should all be one item. I'll have to see why it's not. Why is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, well, I'll look at that. But anyways, yeah, so it all snaps together to be one object. And yeah, you can make this like as long as you want, and or as short as you want. There we go. All right, there we go. I was like, I know it works. So then once you have them placed, you can change the color at any time. You do have to change them all, like each individually, like this, but which there wasn't really a better way to do that. But what's cool is that the reason I made the curtains separate is so you can change the color of the curtains and the panels individually. So I ended up adding this part where you add the curtains in live mode, and someone mentioned on Tumblr that they would like the ability to add it in build mode. So I'll see what I can do. The problem with adding it in build mode is, for example, this part with the back and front rod, it gets hard to place it in the right spot, and then also that makes it hard to test for left and right hand panels, so it ends up really cluttering your build by mode. But let me know, give me your feedback on if you want this a little bit easier to use, or if you don't like doing it live mode. But now that we are in live mode, we have our curtain rods placed. All you do is you click on the curtain rod, and I did add this how to use kind of help feature, so you can either hover over it and it gives you all of this information, or you can click how to use and it pops up. So if you ever forget, that's one thing you can quickly take a look at. But we'll just excuse me, if you go here to add, and then you can do back curtain or front curtain. So we'll start with the back curtain, and these are all of the ones that are currently available to put on. So you can see these ones are kind of sheer. Ooh, sorry. These ones are sheer. And then these ones, some of these have like partially opaque, partially sheer, or just fully opaque. So we'll do a sheer one in the back. So that's really how easy it is. And then you just throw that guy on. So we'll go here and we'll add the same one to the left one. And yeah, I just love the sheer panels. I think they're really pretty. And so this is kind of why I did the double rod ones, so you could kind of stack these. So we'll go here and we'll add some front curtains, and we'll do some like maybe ombre for this. I don't even know this guy's name. Dirk Dreamer. We do some very it's definitely not in line with the taste of the rest of his house. But yeah, I was really happy with how that came out. But We should maybe change the wall so you can see this better. Briefly, I am glad she said that's really helpful to have that tip on how to use that. I'm glad you like that. I've been really loving doing some new like user interface features to make things easier on you. You can actually, there's a link in there that in that description you can actually click on to go get more help. Okay, let's see. I always have trouble with walls. I know, it's like, I love this wall. Maybe it's not really the best backdrop, but whatever. It's like my favorite wall right now. Okay, so now we have these, but like let's say you wanted to do a tall wall. So we'll come in here, we'll do the tallest wall. Is this gonna break his whole house? Maybe. Okay, I did remove those curtains. So I think that's because they were too low to the ground. But we'll just go back in and add them real quick. And if you guys find stuff like this, like that was the first time I actually noticed that, let me know. And I'm definitely happy to try and fix it if I can. I think those ones were just going into the ground a little bit, which is why they deleted. Which ones? Oh yeah, these ones. Okay, so I'm just adding these back. We'll do the back panels and then the front panels. And what I'm doing is I'm actually working on getting some templates out for other creators so that they can create other versions of both the panels and curtains, and so they can all be cross-compatible. So that will hopefully give you guys a bunch more options. I had wanted to do a ton of my original goal was to do like a ton of curtains, but these took so long to figure out that I ended up not being able to have time to do a bunch of curtains without losing my mind. So Chelsea Sath Mary, I didn't butcher that. So then you can put the sheer panels in the middle of the rods too. I actually didn't put an option to put curtains in the middle of these rods. I didn't think anyone would want to do that. The problem is there are left and right hand versions, so I guess I could put the panels centered in the middle of the rods. I could do that. So let me know if that's what you'd want. But anyways, now that we have them here where we want, so you can either remove the curtain and you can do medium, or you can do, tall. So I know this ends up being like a lot of customization in live mode, which maybe, I don't know if, I didn't think much of it, but I did see some people, but hopefully this is easy to use. It's either this or having a bunch of stuff in your build by mode. So I thought this was a better alternative, but I can always go back and separate them all into different objects. But you can see here, like, it maxes out at the top of the wall. Ooh, sorry. It, like, goes to the very top of the wall, so you can give you the maximum space. It doesn't snap to the windows. I actually don't have the curtain snapping override in here. But these just don't snap to them because I don't understand why that needs to be a thing. But yeah, so this is basically how to use them. And so not all of them will have the different lengths, especially with the tied back versions. It's best on the short walls because it's kind of hard to make really tall tied back versions of curtains, if that makes sense. So here, we'll switch these back to short wall. And, oh, let me show you too in build by mode. So now that you have the curtains and these, like let's say maybe you accidentally picked the wrong curtain. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make this so jumpy. Let's go back where short walls. Man, my computer's being slow today. Okay. The cool thing is you can see now these are still totally, you can change all of these colors after you place them. Like it doesn't have to stick to that one color. And I don't know if you can tell, these are actually modified off the popped curtains from the base game because I just love those curtains. So that's what and they're kind of just like a good base standard. So hopefully Recolor Artists will give you guys a ton more options. I'll try, and when I've had a little bit of a break from this, I've been working on this for 2 months now. So I needed a little break. But yep, so this is one version. Yeah, like I said, all of these you can come change the curtain rod color and the curtains totally separately. So I hope that gives you guys a ton of customization options for this. And then for the other curtain rod, this is a single version. So let me go back here. Let's find it. Okay. So these kind of work the same, except these are obviously just a single rod version, so that doesn't have the front and back. And let's go over this guy. And you can see when I placed it that end kind of popped on. Am I on the right rod or the middle rod? Yep, the right rod. And this was actually Space Roxy, aka Jump Little Chica's idea. Oh man, I'm just deleting his furniture left and right, but we need it out of the way right now. These are called finials, which I know is a fancy term, but they're basically the end caps. And actually for both of these, I didn't know if this was something you guys cared about, but they are actually modular in this direction too, if you can see that. So you could like extend these longer if you wanted. And these ones you can as well, but I did add these little finials on here, and again I think I took these end caps from an EA thing, but you can see here on these ones they have the ad for the curtains and then also change finial. So there's the fancy version, and then if you want to make them modular and tile them, you can do no finial. So I like the leaf one, I think, or I think the fancy one is my favorite. So that's the one I like. But yeah, so just add those guys on and then come here and then we'll add some tied back curtains. And so with this one, since it's not the double rod, I do have like a bunch of I think the sheer. I love the sheer. And again too, this is totally the color's customizable. But if you don't like the curtain and you want a different one, you just delete it, and then and you can also delete it with the sledgehammer too. But if you want to stay in live mode and like not switch back and forth all the time, this is a good way to do it. These ones are they're like double. They're half sheer, half colored, which I love that blue. But yeah, so these ones, like I said, these ones are harder to do for the tall walls because it's like it would be hard to do this. But the curve, I don't know where you tie it back. I don't know if you guys have any idea. I couldn't think of anything. But again, also these are based off of the popped curtains because I just thought they were so cute. But I love that. These ones are actually too. They're so big. The EA ones. Shauna Muffick, yeah, I love these curtains. My only thing I didn't like about their curtains, I've actually looked at all the curtains in the game in such depth, like studying them. I know them all now. Do you see how, I don't know if you can see how wide these ones were? So I don't know if you can tell I modified them a bit. But yeah, like these ones are so wide, and I was like, that would take up your entire window. So yeah, you can see I made them like much more narrow. And yeah, so you can do these styles on either one. These ones you can't change their length. So if you can't change their length, it obviously just won't say it won't give you the option. And then if you're having trouble seeing if they're like the opaque or sheer ones, you can see I did name them down here properly. So yeah, I think that's about it on these. I won't take too much of your Friday night, but I did want to show these in live mode. Did you guys have any other questions about these? I really, like I said, I I'm going to make templates of these and post them on my website for other creators. So you can do like a full clone. If anyone out there, you can either recolor them. I'll post the Photoshop files for these, so you can recolor them, and I'll post the package files so that other creators can clone them. And the way I have it set up, when you go on here, oh, you can see because there's both of these curtains on here, you can't add a new one. So we'll remove one. But the way I did this was I tagged these curtains a certain way. So if any new creator clones one of my curtains and wants to make it compatible, it'll automatically show up in this picker. So I really love using pickers too. Like I said, I'm like a big user interface fan. But this, yeah, that's why these ones, I don't know, it'd be hard to get them taller, but yeah, so if they make other ones that will work with these, they'll show up automatically in here. And so hopefully that'll give you a ton more options. And then I can create more curtain panels or curtain rods in the future. Hopefully other creators, they can clone these. All, like I said, it's all custom slotting, so nothing else will attach to these besides the curtains. Oh, and I'll show you this too. So you can see here too, it's all one object. And that's really also too a big thing of doing it in live mode, because you can see here, like I can't in build mode. Even though I can't grab the curtain panels here, I can change their color. So it just makes it so it doesn't like get separated into a bunch of like different objects. It just basically creates one object, which is really why I like doing it that way. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. And you can get them to separate if you grab, you can kind of see when they like blink, when something's parented to another, the one that's like the high, like the top parent one will be blinking. So like if you wanted to move this one here, you just got to grab that one to separate it. And then I normally go in here and like click one of them. There we go. Yep. So there's a bigger one. And see, I guess this end finial is going in there, so we can go change that. But oh, I love these. I really hope you guys liked. These were asked for and like requested by so many people, but I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for those. So I hope this was helpful. And yeah, they're out now for Patreon's early access with public access of August 6th. So yeah, as soon as those are public, I'll get those on my website for everyone. And then for all the patrons who have them already, please send me your pictures. I would love to see what they look like, what you guys do with them. You all are much more creative with me. And if you have any other suggestions for this for the future or usability on how to improve these, like I said, most of my time I spent was trying to figure out how to like assemble, make like a modular system. And I hope these turned out well. I think they did. So I hope you guys really enjoy these, and I will let you get back to your Friday night. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll be around all weekend. I have some really, should I even show you guys what I've been working on? All right, maybe I will. All right, this is a little sneak peek. This is actually a request that little Dika asked me to do. Do you guys see what this is? Do you see it? All right, let me show you. This is actually really cool how I got this to work. I had to do a lot of custom tuning for it, but oh man, see, this is what I mean. I destroy people's houses. This is a really cute house. I have never used it. Look at this little gardening area. I love this house. I mean, I wouldn't maybe necessarily put that big of a cat tree in my kitchen, but oh, this is a really cute house. Okay, I feel bad I'm destroying it now. But okay, so let's see. So basically with these elevators, I'll show you these real quick and then I'll let you go. You can put them anywhere and your sim will use them. So yeah, I'll show more of these later, but I just want to show you that it works. It's really cool. I need to delete this door. Okay, So, let's see. Let's see if I can get him to come up here. Oh, I hope this works. Otherwise, I'm going to be shooting myself in the foot here. Let's see. He should be. Yep, he's going to go into that. No! Oh, maybe there's too much stuff in the way. All right. Well, anyways, these do work. And they're really cool, and you can use them anywhere. So I will be on all night finishing those. So if you have questions, hit me up on Discord. You can also go to my website to suggest any other, give feedback or give suggestions there. But the best place is on Discord. So that link is on my website, and I'll link it below as well. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for spending some of your Friday night with me. Have a good one.